Okay, I just got this package from HGLRC. They reached out to me and asked if I wanted to review one of their new drones, and I said yes for a couple different reasons. But primary reason I wanted to do it was because it's kind of a micro drone with the DJI digital FPV system. And the reason that I'm excited about that is because I just figured out how to live stream FPV. So my goal is to take this bad boy and rip it around a track in the yard live for you guys to watch online. That's the goal. So this isn't exactly the drone that I thought they were sending, which is fine. It's going to be perfect for it. But I'm really excited to just have like a little pre-made micro DJI drone. It's got T-mount motors on here. These are HGLRC 3800 KV 1106 FD. You got the DJI Air unit. I assume some sort of HGLRC flight controller. Maybe we could pop this open and take a look in there, see how they did it. I don't know why there's antenna mounts on here. I think that there's a version of this that you can buy with a Crossfire or some other receiver. Or actually, there's the receiver plug right there. But we're obviously going to just use the DJI control unit. So let's set the drone aside for now. Got some HQ 3x3x3 T-mount props. These look like gem fans. Extra screws. DJI antennas. Oh, they are actually DJI brand. There's a little baby GoPro mount. Holy cow, look at that thing. Presumably that means it could carry a GoPro. We'll see. We'll put our antennas on here before we forget. I do like that. Although, it could probably save some weight by just direct mounting that. But, either way, it's cute. More extra screws, GoPro mount. A couple nice looking battery straps. Stickers. Air unit instructions. And some details. Cool. Let's get it set up for DJI. First thing we have to do is register it or activate it with the DJI, so you just plug it in. Now that we've got it activated, it's time to bind it. Got some goggles there, controller here, drone powered on, DJI Air unit. Now we plug it into beta flight and make sure that we can see the controls. Start with some props. I think because I'm going to go 3S on this for now. I'll use the bigger props because we have relatively small motors. Oh, this does not fit with the guards. So let's take the guards off. Or should we put the little baby props on? Yeah, let's leave the guards on, use the little baby props. I'm just going to go ahead and throw on the little baby GoPro mount. Maybe this could work. I found some little baby 4 cells, really old, tired little baby 4 cells that we can try on here. Alright, we got the little guy all set up. Little baby 3-cell battery on there. I think it's going to be underpowered with that. I found some little 4 cells. So first I'm just going to try flying it around as it is. And then I'm going to put a GoPro on it and see if I can Cinewhoop with it, because that's ostensibly what it's for. I think probably after that I'll take off the prop guards and kind of set it up for like a little mini DJI racer so that we can set up a course here in the yard and just kind of like just send it around and maybe do a live stream or something. Okay, I've got this little guy wired up for real steady, or set up for a GoPro rather. The GoPro is running the real steady settings, and then I found a little baby 4 cell for that, and I think that'll do it. So let's just try to see if we can get some nice gentle cruisy flight out of it. Not expecting a lot of performance based on what we just saw, but maybe it'll at least give us something. Let's give it a go. Somewhere? Well, you know, honestly, that wasn't as bad of an experience as I thought it was going to be. Like, I thought it was going to be pretty miserable to fly it, like, especially with the wind. But, you know what? It actually took to the wind like a champ. Testing out the motor temperature. Motor temp is cool. Yeah, it's pretty impressive, honestly. Like, these little motors and prop combinations have come so far. That's cool. So I guess, honestly, like, if you wanted to use this as a Cinewhoop, I think you'd get away with it. It's definitely less powerful than a squirt, like a lot less performance, because those prop guards are just guards. And I think the first time you smack into something with the amount of weight that's here, like, because this is still like 450, 500 grams. Like, if you smacked into something, it's gonna get beat up pretty good. Like, those ducks are not gonna last. But yeah, honestly, I'm pretty impressed with that. So what I think I want to do next is take the ducts off and kind of make it into a little mini DJI racer. And I'm gonna try to go live on YouTube and let you guys like come hang out and like live stream some like racing. So that'll be fun. Anyway, we'll see you in a sec. Actually, I really like the look of this thing without the ducts on. Actually, just looks like a pretty cool little rig. I don't know what's up with these props and this DJI mount, but like the props almost always hit it. So I think that'll just kind of have to be a self-resolving problem where the props just wear themselves down, because it, like, no matter how much I fiddle with it, it always ends up getting back in the way. I can get it very, you know, it's barely touching it, but it's, you know, touching it. So we'll just go for it and see if the problem kind of resolves itself. Other than that, I'm really liking it. I have my radio on. I'll go set this outside, and we'll get to it. It's a Twitch reference for those that are on my Twitch streams. Okay, here we go. So track, gate. Let's do low gate, around the tree, up through the tree gap, around the mailbox, into the top right. Do a ladder thing around the back, around the light pole. We need something more exciting here. Let's go right around the light pole, all the way back around the mailbox and into the front door. And then this gate again. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there, through the tree, around the mailbox, whoops. Around the mailbox, through the top right, bottom right. Ooh, so awkward. All the way back, around the light pole, around the mailbox, into the front door. Boom. Alright, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate it. Yeah, stay flying. Thanks for hanging out. That was really fun. All right, we are just wrapping up a live stream here. We got the DJI smart controller, we've got the goggles, we've got the controller, we've got everybody in chat. There's 200 people watching right now. Thanks everybody for hanging out. But yeah, this has kind of been a little bit of an overview of the HGLRC, hold on, I've totally forgotten the name of it. HGLRC Sector 132 HD. Really having a good time using it for DJI live streaming here in the yard. We'll get back to the video and keep taking a peek at it. Thanks for hanging out. Stay flying. One of the things that I want to test this weekend while I'm down here in Louisville is this Sector 132 from HGLRC. Just toying around with the idea of like what would it look like to do a like bind and fly or like off the shelf Cinewhoop. So far I've been really liking it, but I really want to put it to the test here. We got almost no wind right now, which is super nice. And then I want to cruise around in this tree here at sunset and see what kind of shots we can get with this little derpy guy. So that's what we're gonna do next. Boom. It's nice because it's actually a little bit smaller than a Squirt, like just a bit. But it's so it like there were a couple times where I thought I was gonna bump the prop guard, but I didn't, just because it's so teeny. So I'm really happy with that. That was good. I did a shot going like straight across this tree line, like through that tree and then into the next tree, and revealed the sunset, the bridge. It's pretty sweet. Sector 132, I kind of predicted that this was going to happen, but the prop guard is already broken here. I'm sure they can sell them for pretty cheap to do it, but like having to swap that all the time would be super inconvenient. And like it wasn't like I was really setting it, like we were just flying it around inside of the shop here, and I think I bumped a wall at one point, so that's all it took to break that. So again, that's kind of one of the reasons I think I still am going to prefer the Squirt over something like this, because it's not going to break for such a non-reason, you know. Okay, so I just wanted to give some final thoughts on the Sector 132 by HGLRC. In the end, you know, I've had this for about a month now. I used it a lot in the Louisville vlog because that was like when I was primarily testing it out. But since then, I haven't really picked it up that much. To be honest, it's just kind of an underpowered Squirt, and the Squirt is like my primary workhorse, so it's still my preferred thing. It's got a little bit more power. It has the ducts that actually increase airflow through the prop, through the thrust, to actually create more thrust, so it flies better. I do really like how small this is. There have been maybe 2 or 3 times in the last month where I've picked it up because I thought that it would do a better job of getting the shot than the Squirt did. Paired with maybe like a stripped down GoPro or something like this would be better, but it's still heavy. It's still a little bit underpowered. But I'm really pleased with it. Like if you were in a quick situation, you needed to buy something ready to fly for a shoot, or you just don't want to fiddle around with building your own Squirt, like I don't see this being a bad choice. I haven't had any problems with the DJI Air unit shutting off, or connectivity, or any of the electronics. Like it's flown really solid, and to be honest, out of the box the tune was pretty good. I haven't changed anything to it, and I've been really happy with the shots that I've gotten out of it. So I can't say that it's like my favorite thing in the world, but I am very impressed with it, much more than I expected to be. And I think if you're looking for a bind and fly Cinewhoop sort of situation, I don't think this is a bad choice. Thanks very much for watching. Please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell and all that stuff. Also, if you're interested in becoming a member of the channel, there's a little button down there that says join, that just kind of gives me monthly support to keep making content like this. And thanks very much for the opportunity to kind of talk to you about the HGLRC. So thanks very much. Stay flying.